Hello everyone and welcome to the Animal Kingdom. Today we're going to be talking about elephants. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell and hit the like button for more videos. I'm sure all of us have heard about elephants, but in this video I'm going to list some amazing facts about elephants that you probably haven't heard of. Elephants are the biggest land animals in the world, so you'd probably expect them to make loud noises when they stomp their feet on the ground. But you would be mistaken. In fact, elephants are actually pretty quiet when they move around. This is because they have thick padding under their feet that muffles the noise when they go stomping about. Now let's talk about elephant trunks. An elephant trunk is basically just an elongated nose, but it's kind of like a hand when it comes to its uses. An elephant uses its trunk for so many different things. One of the most common uses for their trunk is to break leaves and branches off of trees. As elephants are herbivores, which means they eat only plant matter, their diet mostly comprises of leaves and grass. And if there are any leaves that an elephant can't reach, they'll just bring the whole tree down. Because elephants are strong. In fact, there are 150,000 muscles in an elephant's trunk alone. Elephants even use their trunks to comfort each other. They wrap their trunks around kind of like a handshake. Elephants also use their trunks to drink water. They'll suck in water through their trunk and squirt it back out into their mouth so they don't have to bend down to drink. They also use it for cooling off. They'll suck in water and mud and splash it out onto each other on a hot summer's day. Elephants also use the tip of their trunk as fingers to grab onto things. Elephants usually live in herds. There are two types of elephant herds, a matriarchal herd or a bachelor's herd. A matriarchal herd usually comprises of a matriarch, which is the oldest female elephant, and her sisters and their offspring. Once a male elephant grows up, it'll leave the herd and either live alone or in a group with other male elephants called a bachelor's herd. Did you know that if an elephant is in distress, it can send out a low rumbling sound that can't even be heard by the human ear? These sounds can travel through the ground for up to 5 miles, and if there are any other elephants nearby, they can sense the vibrations in the ground with their feet and come to the rescue. Elephants have one of the biggest brains of all animals, making them one of the smartest animals in the world, along with apes, dolphins, and whales. They also have the ability to learn and remember things taught to them. Let's take a look at this clip of an elephant that has been taught to paint a picture. I'm not going to show the whole video, but basically this was the final result. It's actually quite a good painting. The one on the right has also been done by an elephant, and if you want to see the full video, I'll link it in the description below. Other than that, elephants also have very complex feelings and emotions. This part of the brain is called the hippocampus. It deals with all the feelings and emotions. An elephant's hippocampus is bigger than any other animal. This proves that elephants do experience feelings just like we do. There are two different types of elephants, the Asian elephant and the African elephant. But what's the difference? The Asian elephant is much smaller and lighter, while the African elephant is bigger and heavier. The Asian elephants only weigh up to 4.5 tons compared to the African elephants, which weigh up to 7 tons. The second difference is the shape of their head. Asian elephants have a bumped head, whereas the African elephants have a smoother head. Another difference is their ears. African elephants have bigger ears, while the Asian elephants have smaller ears. This is because African elephants live in the hot savanna, where they use their ears like fans to cool themselves down. But the Asian elephants live in India and other parts of southern Asia, where it's relatively cooler and they don't need big ears. Another big difference is in their tusks. African elephants, both males and females, have tusks, whereas in the Asian elephants, only the males have tusks and the females don't. Remember how I mentioned earlier in this video that elephants use the tips of their trunk like fingers? There's actually a difference there. In the Asian elephants, they only have one trunk finger, whereas the African elephants have two trunk fingers. One thing that both African and Indian elephants have in common is that they're both endangered species, mostly due to poaching. Their numbers are decreasing every day in the wild, and this has become a growing problem that needs to be taken care of. That's all for today. I hope you learned something new from this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and ring the bell for weekly animal facts.